When it comes to supported devices, guys, Roblox is actually pretty good. I'm not saying it's anywhere near close to beating games like Minecraft, because if you think about it, Minecraft, you can play that on literally anything. Roblox isn't doing too bad though. You can play it on the Xbox, the PlayStation 4, PS5, you can play it on your iPhone, your Android device, and of course you can't forget your desktop PC. Yeah, there is a lot of devices out there which supports Roblox, but one device that everybody wants to play Roblox on, people have been praying and just hoping this would happen one day, is the Nintendo Switch. Now for sure we can keep our fingers crossed and just hope this happens in the future, but at this point in time I kind of doubt it. I don't even think Nintendo likes Roblox very much. If you think about it, the Roblox platform is literally filled up with copyrighted Nintendo assets and games as well, like those Pokemon Brick Bronze games that keep popping up every now and then. So yeah, I think it's fair to say Nintendo is not really that fond of Roblox, and that's probably why you won't ever be able to play Roblox on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, we can still hope for it in the future. But in today's video, guys, we are going to be playing Roblox on the Nintendo Switch. The thing is, we're just not going to do it officially. Now, this is a kind of funny video for me, actually, because about 6 years ago, I uploaded this Roblox website on the Nintendo Switch. Simple tutorial. Yeah, it was a really simple tutorial because you couldn't play games. At the time of recording this video, must have been, what, 2017, 2018? A very long time ago now. I thought it was kind of cool. You could send trades, friend requests, all of that kind of stuff. You just couldn't play games, and I got a bit of hate for that video, but to be fair, it did get 7.2 million views. It's my most viewed video ever. I don't even know how it got that amount of views. That is insane, but yeah, there you go. I guess today's video, 6 or 7 years later, is the updated version of this. We are going to be playing Roblox games on my Switch. However, you must have a hacked Nintendo Switch. Yes, if you know all about custom firmware and installing mods on your consoles, you should know how to do this. I'm not really going to get into how to do it in today's video because I'm scared of Nintendo. I'm scared of the Nintendo ninjas. I don't want anything to do with them anymore. However though, just as a proof of concept, I wanted to show you guys how to get this working, because there is a lot of old tutorials on YouTube showing it working from about 2 to 3 years ago, but they were using Android 10 on their Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that's right. You have to mod your Nintendo Switch and then install Android. I'll explain that in a bit more detail in a second. Pretty much, guys, I'm making this video because it's something cool and interesting, but also there is a ton of fake Roblox Nintendo Switch scams on YouTube right now, and it's really weird. I guess this has become like a popular topic again. Maybe kids are going to be getting Nintendo Switches for Christmas, right? And they're going to be searching like how to play Roblox on it, and all of these dodgy scams are going to be coming up. And I was looking at these scams, right? And they're literally telling kids to like input these like weird codes on survey websites. They are dodgy as heck. Please do not watch any of them. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys what Roblox runs like. I'll show you how I got it on there as well. It's actually hilarious. And yeah, pretty much what I did, guys, I saw this old tutorial from about 3 years ago from this guy Manito, who said turn your Switch into an Android tablet. Now this video, I'm gonna be honest, is very outdated, but I was sort of able to follow it, and instead of installing Android version 10, which doesn't work by the way, if you try and use Android 10 and then play Roblox on your Switch, it ends up looking like some epilepsy mess. Like, what on earth is going on here? Yeah, just a warning, if you don't like flashing lights and stuff, don't watch this bit. I think there's an issue with like the graphics or something if you use Android 10, so what you want to use is Android 14. But if you want to do the same as me, I found this over on the XDA forums. It says official Lineage OS 22.0 for the Nintendo Switch version 1, version 2 Lite and OLED. I was using a Nintendo Switch version 1, like a really old Nintendo Switch from 2017, because yeah, you need one of those to hack it as well, unless you want to like solder in a mod chip, but yeah, Jesus, I'm not doing that. And I installed the Android tablet version, not the TV version, because I thought the tablet version was probably a bit better. So yes, guys, what I'm going to do now is show you an entire review of Roblox on a Nintendo Switch. Now, we are running this through Android, which we installed on an SD card, so keep in mind, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be a bit slow. It's going to be laggy in some places, but honestly, this is cool because you can literally play Roblox on your Switch now. I know this has been a thing for a while, but I think right now it's probably like the best it's ever been, like performance-wise as well. Also, this video is kind of for people which were trying this on the Android 10 version and we're getting glitches. Yep, you do need Android 14, otherwise it just doesn't work. And yeah, let me show you guys my Nintendo Switch literally running Roblox. Okay, so here we are, guys, on my Nintendo Switch with Android installed. Obviously, if I turn it on, you can see the Android lock screen. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, I can go and unlock this thing, and there you go. It's Android 14. Obviously, normally Nintendo Switches look like this. So if I go and power on my normal Switch, you can see, yeah, this is just running the normal software. This Switch wasn't able to run Android because yeah, the thing is, if you guys ever try this for yourself, you've got to have like a really old Switch model. I think this one was from 2019 or something. This one was from 2017, so it was able to be hacked and an Android could be installed. So yeah, definitely keep in mind, not everybody's Switch can do this. Maybe I'll link a guide down below in the video's description or something, or I'll try and find one which is easy to follow. However, I want to show you guys Roblox on the Switch because this probably isn't as good as you think. But this is full on Android though. I did notice it came with something really interesting. Can you guys see this here? It's called Switch configuration. So in here it's got stuff like performance mode, which I might try at the end of the video, but it does say it modifies the CPU and GPU, and apparently it costs a lot of battery, wear and usage. So this thing, what, could break my Switch a bit? I don't know. That's why I'm going to try that at the end. But yeah, there's some OLED settings as well. As you guys probably know, this is not an OLED Switch. It's one of the old classic ones, but I'll tell you what we can do, guys. We can go ahead and actually boot up Roblox. I'm just going to close a few things down, actually. There's a few apps running in the background, which I don't really need open. So yeah, let's go and get rid of these. I've already installed Roblox off the Play Store. So yeah, I guess we're just going to go and boot it up. Here we go. Booting Roblox on the Switch. I know it doesn't feel real. This probably will never happen in real life, which is so sad. You can blame Nintendo for that one. Although the Nintendo Switch did get Fortnite a few years ago, so I don't know, maybe something crazy happened. Anyway, let's go and sign in. Normally I'd create an account in these types of videos, but I have actually already made one on my PC, which I'm just going to log into because it's easier for me. I think I called it Sharkblock Switch. Okay, so I just entered my info, my account info. Let's go and sign in. Oh no, are you serious? Did I spell that wrong? Sharkblock Switch. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, there you go. I must have entered in some wrong info or something. So yeah, we're going to be playing various games, and the Joy-Cons should automatically be working as well. I did notice though, the Joy-Cons seem to work in the game, but when I'm trying to use it just on like the home screen, they just don't work. So that's kind of weird. Maybe that's similar on mobile with controller support, because yeah, technically this is just Roblox mobile running on a Switch, which probably means it's not going to perform as well. But yeah, it's still interesting to check out because Roblox on the Switch is just insane. So we're going to go over to my avatar editor to start off the video. As you can see, yeah, the loading times are really not good. This is kind of reminding me of that Roblox on the iPhone 5C video I made back in the summer. Yeah, it's kind of laggy, but the characters, like once everything loads in, it's fine. It's just like initially loading it. So if I just go and customize here, I'm not going to buy anything because obviously I've got 0 Robux. Once customize loads in, I should be able to go to head and body. If I just go to like hair or something. So I did actually edit this avatar a little bit on my PC, and I thought it'd be a challenge to try and wear some stuff. So there you go. There's my hair. And if I go to clothing, if it lets me, yeah, it's a bit slow. See if I can get onto classic clothing if it loads in. Classic t-shirts. I should actually be able to wear this Nintendo Switch shirt I made on my computer. Hey, there you go. That's a character I wanted to make. And if I go onto accessories as well, and then go onto shoulder accessories, there you go. It slowly loads in. I can wear a little tweet Roblox bird, and there we have it. So making the avatar already way better than what it was on the iPhone 5C. Now I guess we're going to play some games. Now to start things off, we're actually going to play a base plate just so I can show you guys how it works. So if I just type in base plate here, oh, I typed in base, that'd probably load in, right? So loading times pretty slow. A literal base plate. There you go. I guess we can join some other people. If you guys have seen my YouTube short on this game, it's just full of like the weirdest hackers you will ever meet. So here you go, loading a literal base plate, and we are in. So it runs like relatively smooth. That's the weird thing. If you guys saw my iPhone 5C video, no 5S video I mean, it really didn't run well even on a base plate. I managed to do some fixes on it like later in the video to get it working a bit better, but this is like leagues better. It's so much better. I wish I had an Android FPS counter. I tried to install some for this video and I just couldn't get it working. So yeah, no FPS, but I can confidently say it's running what, about 30. I don't think this thing would get up to 60. Actually, I could go into the settings. I did enable the basic settings earlier, so I think I did put FPS to unlimited, or no, maybe you can't do that on mobile. Well, graphics quality, I enabled that to 1 anyway, because on maximum it's just not good. I can show you guys what it looks like on maximum. It's just like, I mean, on this game it'd be fine because it's a base plate, but you can already see it's like, you know, the frame rate's dropping a bit. So yeah, it's really not worth running this on maximum settings. You're just going to be encountering like a ton of problems, right? So yeah. Oh wait, that's the volume. Oh well, I probably want that low anyway. Or to be fair, I'll record some games with the volume in a minute. I'll do like a whole voiceover and show you guys loads of different games. But yeah, for now I just wanted to give you like a basic quick demo. So you can either use the touchscreen to move, or you can use the Joy-Cons, which makes sense. When you install this Android software, it is like optimized for the Nintendo Switch, which is cool. B is jump. Obviously the controls would probably be in settings. They're just like your regular controller options, right? So yeah, I would just say off the bat, it's not bad. However, I'm about to show you guys some games, and let's just say a few of these Roblox games really struggle to run on the Switch. So let's go and leave this, and I'll just get into like my game review. Yep, so we're going to be testing 7 different games, starting off with a classic Obby. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is not a Roblox game which I'm familiar with, but it looked like a really simple Roblox Obby, so I thought, okay, we should probably test this. It might be kind of interesting. And yes, the Switch was perfectly capable of running this. If I had an FPS counter, I would imagine this thing was probably running about, I don't know, 50, 60 FPS. Like, it ran totally fine. At first, I thought it had a character loading issue, but apparently when you touch the spawn points, you just get like a different skin character or something. I don't really know. Just some random feature these guys decided to add. So yeah, I was just trying this Obby. One thing I noticed while I was playing this though, the right Joy-Con, so the red one, it just stopped working. I don't know why. My analog stick wasn't controlling or moving the screen about, so yeah, I thought that was a bit annoying. But anyway, this Obby ran perfectly fine. No issues. If you were playing Roblox on your Switch and only playing Obby games, yeah, that would be totally perfect. You could happily play, I'm pretty sure, most of these without any lag. Unless they have some like really intensive like cutscenes or graphics or like characters that try to kill you or something, you might get a few lag spikes, but anything like this, just a generic Roblox Obby, yeah, it's going to run perfectly fine, so that's definitely good. Okay, so next up, I wanted to play a really interesting game, Survive the Killer. I really like this game. It's basically Roblox's version of Dead by Daylight, but maybe simplified by quite a bit. But you know, it's perfect for kids, right? Kids absolutely love this game. So I went and collected my rewards, and yeah, I noticed the lobby was a little laggy. The frame rate did dip quite a bit here, which is kind of understandable. There is a lot going on. There's a lot of GUIs and options to buy things and shops and things, but I went and selected the mine map anyway, and then just waited for it to load. I was kind of curious to see what would happen if I was the killer, because I would imagine it would be kind of hard to win around as the killer on a Nintendo Switch, but luckily for me it just picked some random guy, so there you go. I'm gonna be honest, right, that is the least scary Roblox killer avatar I think I've ever seen. Who would be scared of that? It looks like some weird mannequin or something, I don't know. Anyway, just waiting for the game to load. These loading screens might have been a bit longer than usual, I don't know, that could just be me, but yeah, just like the Obby guys, this performed like really well. I'd say probably a solid 60 FPS. You can use the trigger buttons to like crouch and lie down, so you can go through those little passageways to avoid the killer. I don't even know if this map has them. Oh no, it might have a few on some of the mine shafts. But yeah, you press X to collect stuff. I'm pretty sure it's just mapped like the Xbox controls, right? Kind of. Yeah, I think that would make sense. I think Nintendo controls and Xbox controls are like very similar. So as you can see, I found the killer. I went and revived somebody, and I still survived. Well, kind of. I think it lagged out really bad, because when I get up here, I just die randomly. And look at that, the killer's nowhere to be seen. So maybe there was a few ping issues with me joining this game. I don't quite know, but one thing I can say is it ran perfectly fine. Oh gosh, here we go. Up next, guys, I wanted to try Rivals. Now, I had a feeling this might have some issues because Rivals is a brand new game. The Nintendo Switch is a very old console with about 4GB RAM. I mean, to be fair, I guess it is similar settings to your phone. And the Nintendo Switch is a games console, so you would have thought it would be able to handle games like this, right? But running it through Android, yeah, it didn't really perform too well. Honestly, if Roblox was officially released on the Nintendo Switch, I don't think it would really have a problem with running anything. If it was optimized correctly for the Roblox's GPU and CPU and RAM and everything, yeah, I think it would actually run really well. So let's still hope Nintendo release it. But anyway, in the meantime, just playing Rivals on the Switch, it was interesting because when my character was running around normal, I was able to like, you know, run around the map, just play like I normally would. But whenever I switched out my weapon or got close to a character, it just hit like with an intense lag spike, and it just kept on happening again and again. At first I probably thought, oh, maybe it's a one-off thing and it's just lag spiking and eventually the gameplay will sort itself out and become smooth and playable, but nope. The FPS is fine. It's probably about, I don't know, 30, 40, and then when you bring out a weapon or get close to a character to do some damage, yeah, it drops to about, I don't know, 10 FPS or just freezes. Like, it's not really nice. If you're watching the gameplay though, I did actually win. I guess this person might have been playing on like a microwave or a Nintendo Wii or something, because I don't know how, but I beat somebody using a Nintendo Switch. How is that even possible? If this person's watching this video, they're gonna feel so embarrassed. Like, what? I lost to somebody on a Nintendo Switch running like 10 FPS? Yeah, I think this person needs to polish up on their first-person shooter skills. Anyway, I guess it's sort of like performed okay. Okay, I'm gonna admit, right, if I was playing this on my iPhone 5S, it would have been lagging like so badly, like unbelievably bad, right? So on the Nintendo Switch, I guess I can't really complain too much, but yeah, I'm just gonna skip to the end. I punched him to death and I did actually win. That is just so funny. Like, how the hell did I win that? Anyway, yeah, the cutscene, like the winning cutscene, there was no FPS issues there. That was as smooth as anything. So there you go. That's Rivals on the Switch. Maybe I'm the first person to ever play that. Oh, I thought this was an interesting one. Not really a game. Well, sort of. Well, I guess it is a game, right? We're going to be loading into Trade Hangout. Now, obviously, you don't really have to play anything here. You sort of walk around the map, get into conversations with people about limiteds, trade items, all of that kind of stuff. Obviously, I had to play the non-Builders Club version. Not non-Builders Club. What am I talking about? Non-premium. God, I've been playing Roblox for way too long. But yeah, this performed fine. If you're a trader and you really like trading, but don't like using your phone, because I can understand. I also don't like playing games on my phone. I don't want it to run out of charge. Well, you can trade on here perfectly fine, which is actually kind of hilarious. I should have completed a trade actually, but I didn't have any limiteds on this account. Could you imagine that? Completing a trade on a Nintendo Switch. Up next, I decided to play everybody's favorite, Natural Disaster Survival. If you don't like this game, well, what's wrong with you? It's an instant classic. This game is so good. The only problem is though, this game is absolutely flooded and heaving with hackers. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of luck while recording this video actually, because every server I joined, I just encountered some weird hacker, and I actually had to play for like a good 20 minutes or something just to encounter one single disaster. How frustrating is that? So yeah, I was just testing out the fairground map a bit. It was very smooth actually. I'd say it ran about what, 30, 40, 50 FPS. I decided to type out in the chat as well. I was like, hey guys, I'm playing on Nintendo Switch, and guess what? Nobody cared. Not one single person replied to me. They were too busy talking about the hackers. Yeah, it's annoying actually, because quite a few times the hackers would just spin round like that. They'd collect up like a load of blocks and then just smack everyone off the map. I really don't know how they find this fun, because some of them just keep on doing it like again and again and again. Surely that's like a waste of time, but oh, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, finally I got onto the map. This is the Arch Park map thing. I don't know the name of it, but I was just waiting for a disaster to start because I got sick of these hackers just flinging me everywhere, and I wanted to play a disaster just to see what it was like. So the disaster that loaded in for me was the Blizzard disaster, which I have to admit was a very boring one, but yeah, it didn't like drop the FPS or anything like that. I really thought it would. I thought like the sandstorm or the snow blizzard or maybe like tornado or something, I thought it would lag it out, but no, it was fine. So if you've got a Nintendo Switch and you want to play Natural Disaster Survival, well yeah, you're not going to get any serious FPS drops, so I guess that's kind of good. I thought I'd try another disaster, which is maybe like a bit more GPU or CPU intensive, so I decided to play another round, and this time it spawned in on the giant concrete, what is this thing called? Concrete office block building thing? I don't know, it's made out of glass and concrete. Very cheap building work here. They should probably fire the builders, they were bloody awful. But yeah, I managed to get the fire disaster, which I thought was a pretty good one, because that's kind of like CPU intensive. I mean, sometimes this even lags on like low-end PCs, right? So I was just playing a little bit just to see if it falling down would cause any major lag spikes, and no, I was pleasantly surprised until some moron flung me off the map and I spawned into the Roblox Nether Zone and just turned into pixels and then just disintegrated. So yeah, that's always nice, isn't it? For this next game though, I decided to try RetroStudio, which I actually had to log into my James 5 alt account because I believe this game has like a lock on it. If your account is like not older than 3 days, you can't join, probably to like prevent exploiters and hackers and stuff, which I'm not gonna lie is a really good idea. So yeah, I just muted the music and stuff like that because I don't want to get copyright claimed on some random audio track, but I just thought we could test out a random game, survive to epic disasters, an instant classic. I have to admit, one thing I really really liked about this is it also came up with the old Roblox touch controls. Because I've always played RetroStudio on my PC and not my phone, I didn't even know they did that. That's such a nice touch. I mean, it's cool it's on there, right? I didn't even know this game had mobile support. So yeah, that's awesome. The only thing that's not so awesome is my Joy-Con stopped working. I don't know why. Yeah, sometimes it does that and you have to like close the game, refresh it. So I did that, closed the game, refreshed the app, like, you know, closed it down, reopened it, joined again, chose a different game. I chose its like classic Halo thing and it did the same thing again. Now you can always use the touch controls, like you could disconnect the Joy-Cons and just play on touchscreen, so it's not the end of the world, but when they do disconnect it's really annoying and I don't know why it does that, because it was saying they were still connected. I could still use them in like the home screen on just like, you know, the Switch Android home screen, but it wouldn't work in Roblox games. So yeah, very weird bug. Maybe they'll fix it in the next update, I don't know. The classic games ran fine though, so I guess that's kind of nice. And for the final game, now I'm just going to refresh Roblox. I'm going to jump into the Switch configuration and guess what? We're going to turn on performance mode and it comes up with a nice warning saying it's going to decrease the lifespan of your console. Just like smoking a pack of cigarettes, my Switch is going to die a little bit earlier. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. I don't really care, to be honest. I don't really use it. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend turning this setting on for long though, but I did want to try it with Jailbreak because I tried Jailbreak when I wasn't recording and it was running at about 12 FPS, which is never nice. So I thought, okay, maybe this option will actually improve FPS. I did notice though, my Switch started overheating like really badly. I think I might have knackered the battery as well because I just checked it while I was editing this video and the charge had gone down like way too much. I don't know what I've done. I should not have enabled that option, but for the sake of a YouTube video for you guys to watch, you know, I'll risk my Switch, right? Why not? But yeah, Jailbreak ran like really smoothly. I was kind of shocked actually, because earlier when I was testing it without that feature, it was choppy, like it was laggy. You wouldn't want to play it, put it that way. But no, I could drive the car and everything like that. The only thing is the render distance, like it just couldn't cope with it. So I had to keep it on one setting. If I like turned up the render distance at all, it would just like, yeah, it would just start to do this. As you can see, when it loads in the map, it like really lags. So walking about is fine. It's just when you get in a vehicle and drive fast, just like Grand Theft Auto on the old PlayStations, yeah, it doesn't really like it. So there we are. Hopefully you guys found my review and testing games helpful or useful in some way. If you know what you're doing and you're experienced with modding consoles and things like that, I'd say go ahead and give this a try. If you have no idea though and you're new to all of this kind of stuff, or you even found this video confusing, I wouldn't say give up. Like, read up on it, find out information, but maybe don't try it on your Switch just yet, because I don't want anybody to like brick their console or something and then blame me. I simply just wanted to make a video on this because playing Roblox on the Switch is pretty incredible and there's an awful lot of fake videos out there now, so I wanted to show you guys there is a way to do it and this is the only way. I think there is another method which is live streaming, but yeah, that's also a bit dodgy. So there we are. Yeah, it's pretty interesting and I think that's probably it for this video. Roblox didn't really run that well altogether. You're so much better off just playing it on your phone if I'm being honest.